Let's learn how to fight. All right, my name is Brandy Von Holton. I am a former fighter. I have been to 5 countries fighting as a heavyweight. Now I own a horse trail riding facility, and I'm gonna give you some fight tips. All right, in my last Let's Learn How to Fight video, we went over the jab. I want to continue with that, and let's get started. All right, just to review, I'm right-handed, so my jab is gonna be with my left hand. We want to lead with speed and then follow with power, okay? So my power side is going to be the side that I'm right-handed, so my right hand's gonna be my power side, okay? So whenever I'm thinking about doing a jab, I always think, make them blink, make them bleed, okay? That is what the mentality is, okay? So last time, and by the way, so if you're finding my videos on Facebook, I also put them up on YouTube and TikTok, and sometimes it's easier to navigate on YouTube because they can be put in categories. All right, we talked about the jab here and about how I always touch my thumb above my eyebrows to be able to know that where my hand is at, because I don't want to have my hand drop so I can get hit. Okay, so something that you need to do is after you throw the jab, you are in something where somebody can catch your arm, okay? You've got to rechamber. Rechamber means pull that hammer back again so you can fire again. So from right here, whenever I rechamber, so I'm gonna do this with my hands open so you can see. Whenever I throw my jab at the very end, the thumb goes down, okay? So that's what my hand placement is like. The reason that the thumb goes down is because at the very end, I twist the skin to make it bleed, but more importantly, it pops my shoulder up, and the shoulder is going to help protect my lower jaw and keep me from getting knocked the F out, okay? So if this right here is what my hand looks like, then my rechamber, you know, you've got to get back to ready again because you've got to go. So from right here, I'm going to turn back like I'm going to hitchhike, thumb goes back. Now don't do this all open and poke yourself in the eye like a dum-dum, okay? So, but it would be here, here. That's the movement. At the very end, twist, pop that up, chin is down, thumb back. That's the rechamber. So what it looks like with my hand in a fist, and we're gonna go over how to make a correct fist, from right here, 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 here. And notice I don't pick my elbow up to be fighting like that. You're just opening all sorts of stuff up. I wanna stay down and stay low. My eyes are on my opponent. Here, here. Then, you know where that thumb goes? It goes above my eyebrow, so then I know my hand is up to block my face, okay? And not so I can stay pretty, so I can stay awake. That's why my hand is up, okay? I said that we were gonna talk about, the correct way to make a fist. Now then, I'm also gonna be doing some open hand fighting, because a lot of you have no business hitting with a fist because your hand, you're just not ready for how much it hurts. It really hurts to fight. It hurts if you win. It really hurts if you lose, okay? Not like emotionally, no, physically. Even if fights that I like beat the dog crap out of somebody, I was still like, ow, 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 the next day, okay? So the correct way to make a fist, my fingers come in, thumb goes across. Man, you got that thumb out, you break that freaking thumb, you're gonna hurt yourself. Do not put it here, because whenever you make that, you can dislocate this, you can break your own thumb, so don't do that. You're gonna look like you did not come equipped mentally to fight. So roll the fingers, turn, okay? So there's your correct fist. It's hard for me to do it slow. It's just natural. Don't put it here. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Put it here, okay? It's going across that. All right, you don't want to fight with your pinkies out or hands open because you're gonna catch those. You're gonna catch them and you're gonna hurt them. So rechambering is good to get ready for the next punch. You want to be ready for it. Also, you don't want to have your arm captured. Okay. Also brings you back to a center point so you can reassess and see where you need to go. All right, so that is jab, rechamber, jab. Super important not to hyperextend that elbow. All right, so I'm going to do these fight videos once a week, and I hope that you come in to watch these. We live in a scary freaking world, and man, if you used to be a fighter, this would probably be like a great review. If you have never fought in your life, this would be like a good intro, and then hopefully this is going to show you that you probably need to get into some consistent training program that has some fighting in it. You know, full contact. You're not going to have to take hits to the face and stuff like that whenever you're training, okay? I would just make sure that the person that's teaching you could also fight their own self out of a paper bag. Make sure that you've got quality instruction going on, see what they've done. In some martial arts, it's all just point fighting, and I think people need something a little bit harder than that. A lot of people that have just point fought, man, they're not used to taking those bigger hits or really focusing on doing the damage that you need to do, okay? I would probably get into a full contact martial art, kickboxing, Olympic Taekwondo is what I have my experience in. There's a ton of others. I also, a longer study is going to be something where you get into throws and holds and stuff. That stuff takes a lot longer to become proficient more at. So anyways, just make sure you don't get into something soft. Like, don't go down to your local whatever and do some cardio kickboxing, which you are going to be ahead of everyone else. But I just want you to realize that might not be the level of what you're needing to do to really defend yourself, but you would be ahead of most people. All right. I'll see you another time on Let's Learn How to Fight with Brandy Von Holton. You can find, I do all sorts of keynote speaking, and I have some business coaching. I got all sorts of stuff. If you go to Brandy Von Holton, I've got a children's book series. I got all sorts of stuff. I'm a hot mess. I'll see y'all next time when we learn how to fight.